Welcome to commonstupidman.com. Here is your host Shanawaz. Let's make some money.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast number 7. And here your host Shanawaz Sadiq from commonstupidman.com. Today I'm going to tell you about the module number 6, which is publishing your ebook on Amazon Kindle. Okay, finally we are here on this phase, and as you remember, if you heard my introduction podcast on this Kindle publishing complete guide, I told you that I'll be taking the podcast in 3 phases. Okay, so the phase number 1 is already completed. You can listen those podcasts on my channel. Okay, and so let's start with the phase number 2, which is about publishing. So let's start the module number 6, which is publishing your ebook on Amazon Kindle. Okay guys, so now you're going to publish your first book on Kindle. So this book will be the most important one, as you are going to build your list through this book. For each time you want to publish your book on Kindle, you need to follow these exact steps. Along with the publishing your book, I will also cover in detail the 7 essentials you need to create a best-selling books. To publish your book on Amazon Kindle, you need to go to the link. So the link is kdp.amazon.com. Okay, then click on sign up. Once you have signed up, you need to log in, and you will come across a page where you will see bookshelf, reports, community, KDP. Select on the menu bar. So you have to click on the bookshelf. Now you will end up on a page where you can easily see a topic called or button called create a new title. Okay, so you need to check the tick box and enroll this book in the KDP select. After doing this, the next step is to enter the detail of your book. The first thing, you have to fill in the title and subtitle of your book. Okay, the title of your book is very essential and first essential to make it a bestseller. So let me tell you some essentials. The essential number 1 is a compelling title. A title of your Kindle book is one of the most important element to create a best-selling book. There is a difference between an ordinary title and a best-selling title. A best-selling title is already a catchy and engaging, short and crisp, bold and enticing. Okay, so if you have these ingredients in the title of your book, then there are high chances that the reader will feel hooked and connected after reading the title. While choosing the title of my book, I follow these steps. So what are the steps? The step number 1 is look at the title of other books for my keywords. So the basic approach is you can go to the Kindle store and search for the keyword, then observe the title of the keyword. Okay, this is the best way you can do it. There are some other ways where you can use the software like KDP select and all, but I don't prefer that. You can go through that software also. This is a good software, I also recommend it, but I'm telling you a method which you don't need to invest much money. So now step number 2 is analyze this title and identify keyword. This is the next step. You need to identify the most used keyword and note them down. If we carry on with my example, you will see pages, or you will see some keywords which are popping on your eyes from every side of the page. Once you have noted the most used keyword, now is the time to move on the next step. So what's the next step? Step number 3 is create my own catchy and engaging title. This is the third and the final step. By now you must have got an idea about the keywords and kinds of title that are doing well. You now need to create a catchy and engaging title of your book. A catchy and engaging title for my book on real estate investing, if an example I would say, it could be learn real estate investing now even you don't know it. Having a compelling title in place leads to more than 25% of a sale of book, which is, I feel, is massive. The title of your book should convey the purpose of your book and tell the readers what it is about. I personally make sure that my title has 3 things: my primary keyword in the beginning of the title, primary keyword again in the title, some massive powerful ninja copyrighted words. So what some of these powerful copyrighted words are, you must note it down. Okay guys, ultimate, Absolutely super master proven formula, blueprint, authority, results, guide, process, step by step, learn, insane, killer, magic button, system, immediate, dummies, smart dummies, newbie, today, instantly, massive, freedom. So tips while choosing your title now. Number one is the purpose of the title of your book is to make sure that grab attention of the reader and get them hooked with your book instantly. Your title should make it clear that for whom the book is about. Doing this will save your time as well, that of the reader as that of the reader. Never sacrifice a great title for the keyword. Your title should revolve around catching attention. It should not be keyword centering always. I admit that keywords are important, but you should never compromise with the title of your book for a few keywords. Okay, the title should instantly convey what the book is about. I should tell about the benefits of the or the problem it is going to solve, or what the readers will get out of it. Number five, putting up words like you and your works on psychological level, and the people who read it, the title feel that the book is about them, and hence they get connected to the book immediately. Number six, you should make an exciting promise in the title. This can be about removing some pain points or telling about the great things that can happen. Number seven is while making the exciting promise, you should also give the people to reason to know more about your book by taking action and buying it. Once you have finished your title, you need to put it up in the title block. Okay. Next step is to choose a subtitle now, which is also a second essential. So essential number two, a second rich subtitle. I believe a short, catchy and engaging title along with a keyword rich subtitle is a deadly combination. And if you use this combination of title and subtitle, then there are very high chances that you are going to rank high in the search engine results of the Amazon. This is because your subtitle is keyword rich, contains some excellent keyword also, right? So this is turn will bring you book in the front of the people who are searching for those keywords. And if you have a longer subtitle and it is has some good keywords, then there are chances that your book will have a strong organic ranking as well. After the cover and title, subtitle is the most important thing. I prefer that, and I believe that Amazon offers you a 200 character limit for the title and subtitle of your Kindle book, which is include spaces as well. So while you are writing a great title and subtitle, you need to keep a tab on a character that you are consuming for the same. I personally feel that if you are not utilizing these 200 character limit of your title and subtitle combination, then you are missing out on a golden opportunity, guys. Having some great keyword in your title and subtitle is always a win-win combination for me. So general keywords with high search volumes are how to, book and guide, dummies, smart dummies, step by step, strategy, beginner, etc. Apart from these keywords, there are specific keywords for each niche which you should use in your subtitle, so that your subtitle has some great keywords. For example, for my book, which is titled Learn Real Estate Investing Now, even if you don't know about it, and the subtitle is going to be a how to step by step book and guide for beginner and smart dummies. Okay, now if your book is a part of a series, then you need to take it. There must be an option this book is a part of series, or if I'm sure if you are reading this postcard, you must be writing your first book, so you can ignore it. And if you know how to publish and this is your second or third and it is related to your previous book, then you need to click it. If you do this, you will be able to bundle them up and offer them as a box set. If you are not sure about it right now, so you can leave it. The same thing is good for the next two fields. You can leave them black at the moment. Now the next step is to add a description of your book, which is the third essential of create bestseller. So a hypertonic description, this is the third essential, guys. Very few authors actually take out some time and invest in it in their description. Having a good description makes sure that the people who see the book get to know about your book and find a strong reason to buy it. The description of your book should have a strong headline, supporting subheading, headline, have a testimonial, look neat and clean, personal note from the author, simple to read, have an organized structure, be engaging and informative, have a lots of keyword, obviously look professional, should look professional, and have CT or call to action, have copywriting, HTML formatted if you know about it, compel the reader to your book. Okay, if your book have these entire vital essential in place, it will be surely a winner. The book description of your book is like the sales copy of the sales page of your book. Okay, I recommend you to read the description of the best selling book that are related to your niche or category and carefully observe how others, how other authors have been writing their book description. This will give you an idea about what to include and what not to include in the description. Okay, so this is what you have to do, and you need to come up with your own idea. If your description has CTA in place, then it will make the reader to buy your book. It is recommended to have at least 2 to 3 CTA in your book. Also, if the description has keyword in and is copyrighted, then it will engage the reader as well as will help on the SEO part also. So Amazon also allow you to write a description of 4,000 character, which is a lot. Most authors fail to hit even 300,000 character mark. It is advisable to use this space to write a compelling description of your book. However, there are certain things that are not allowed in the book description, like reference to other authors' names, reference to book title by other author, mentioning the sales rank of your book, mentioning the best-selling tag, putting up a link to a landing page. So these are some of the things to pay attention while putting up the description. So you need to put up the description of box. I'm sure that you're watching the description box in front of the book, in front of your screen. So next step, after putting up description, to add the contributor if they have any. After this, you need to leave the language English and leave the ISBN field as well. Now you want the second point, you need to hit verify your publishing right button. If your work was a public domain, that is for example it involved a lot of other people, then hit the first option as the second option. In my case, it is my own work, so I selected the second option. I prefer the select second option, obviously, and all the time. Now once you have done that, you need to move on the next step, which is target your book to the customer or category part. Choosing the category of your book is the fourth essential of creating bestseller. Essential 4 is choosing the right categories. One of the important factors that help people to discover the purchase a book is categories. They are important because they reflect the topic and idea of your books. And you can list your book in 2 categories on Kindle. There are plenty of categories in the Kindle store, but most important, only look at the first page of those categories or browse to the first to 10 books on the page. If your book is on the first page, then you will see a sales coming in naturally, because the first page of a category receive the most biased traffic. People who are going through these books actually buy them if they find them interesting. And a person can also come up to a search page of a category through a specific keyword research. This makes choosing the right categories for your book very important. Okay, it is easy to cash in on the categories, but only if you follow a system. Don't worry, I'm here. It's my job to help you here to get your book on the first page through these categories. While starting, never ever put your book in the 2 subcategories that are in the same broad category. Okay, always focus on a small untapped subcategory that is easier to rank a book in there. Also, choosing a categories can be tricky because category you choose while publishing a book, Amazon may or may not place your book in those categories. So moreover, categories you see while publishing your book are completely different from those that you see in the Kindle store. Let me explain this to you in this way. These are the categories we see in the Kindle store. If you open your book Amazon bestseller tab, so you will definitely see on the left hand side, you will see a categories of a list, and these are the categories we see in the KDP also. Okay, as you can see, this is the tricky, and no one has really understood how Amazon chooses the category, but I'm still going to walk you through the process that I use while choosing the categories. I follow 4-step process to choose the category of my book. I recommend you to follow this. So the step number 1 to choose your category is write down the ideas, keyword and topics covered in your book. This is the first step and very easy to follow. You simply need to write down about the topics, idea, keyword that you are covering in the course of your book. For example, if I have to write a book on real estate, a few of my topic ideas or keyword would be real estate basics, the buying and selling of a house, real estate investment, how to invest smartly in real estate and mortgage, how to buy your first home, real estate seller, make money through real estate, and real estate selling strategy, step-by-step guide on real estate planning, real estate business plan. So do you get idea of what I'm talking about here? I'm just putting out the content of my book here, and you have to do the same. In less than 5 minutes, you will have over 10 to 15 such idea in front of you. Step 2 is check the categories in the KDP selection. For this, you need to log into your KDP Select account. I'm sure you are already logged in over there. Once you are in, you need to go to the category section and browse in there. For each category you wanted to see, simply click on it and you will find more subcategories in the drop down menu. Now you need to compare the ideas or the keyword that you have written with the categories that you see in the KDP section. Some of the categories might not make sense to you at first, so don't worry, just check the other categories. For example, for my topic, I would see real estate in KDP, but that would be like development and construction. So this is not my kind of thing. Step 3 is check the categories of books similar to yours in the Kindle store. In this step, you need to check the categories of top 10 books similar to yours. You need to do this so that you can educate yourself about the different categories books are ranked in. Hence, you get your book in those categories also. Okay. For example, the top ranking book had categories like plumbing and householding automation. For my real estate, okay, I'm telling you about my real estate mortgage and mortgages investment. So one thing you will observe is that many books would be placed in strange categories which might not make much sense to you. Simply leave that part and move on the next books. So step 4, choose the categories for your own book. Now once you have researched all this, you need to select categories for your own book. The right categories can mean a lot of sale. The reader either search the book by a specific keyword or browse the category and came across them. While choosing the categories, it is always advisable to start with the categories that have low or moderate competition, and this ensure that your book can get ranked quickly and you can start seeing some sales. So you should focus on having one category with lower moderate competition and other one can even have higher competition. One parameter that I adopt while determining the competition of a category also depend on the number of free books that a particular category has. For example, if there are 42 free books in the top 100 free, I know it will be easier to rank my book in the free section of the category as compared to the scenario where 80 to 100 books are available on for free. Do you? So it will be a piece of cake to rank my book in the free section here, as there is no competition at all, because no free book is available or very few books is available. Then you can rank your book, okay, very easily. One more growth hack that I use is that when my books get ranked in at least one category, I change that category to a more competitive one. This is because the more competitive category also has more buyers, and my book now will get some good amount of visibility because it was ranked high in previous category. However, this is a backfire as well, because if the competition is too high, then your book might not rank well and then you will have to move it back to the whole category. In the category, it will again take some indefinite period of time for your book to move up the ranks. Okay. Growth hack for UK categories. We all know that the most traffic is come from the US Kindle store and then UK store. The latter doesn't see much traffic, but still it is a good amount. When choosing the categories, if you wisely choose a category, as I have told you, there is strong chances that you might end up being in the top rank of a particular category in the UK store because they have comparatively lesser competition than US. So this definitely means an increase in the number of sales, usually 10 to 15%. And if you are not happy with the results you are getting from categories you have picked for your book, you can change the category manually by going into the KDP section or putting in a request to the Amazon store. Now growth hack 1. So 3 categories. If you had checked the categories of books similar to yours, you must have noticed that there were some books that were ranked in 3 categories. But while publishing a book, Amazon only gives you an option to put your book into the categories. So when the first time I saw my book, I ranked in 3 categories, I shocked because I hadn't done that. Then I got to know that this was a result of Amazon algorithm. This might have happened with you as well. Okay, let me tell you something clearly. This growth hack can be a hit or miss. So there are chances that you can get your book ranked in the three categories by Amazon, and there are chances that this might not happen as well. What you need to do is that you have to select 2 categories for your book that are not much relevant, and then you contact Amazon and ask them to put your book into more obvious ones. Growth hack 2 would be blocked categories. When publishing your book on a KDP, pick only one category for your book, and instead of picking up on the second category, use the contact us option in dashboard. Now you have to ask Amazon to place your book in a category that is blocked. This can increase your sales drastically. This hack can get your books in blocked category which has less competition. Growth hack 3, category of your choice. When you are publishing your book, you simply select uncategorized option. Once you have done that, you need to go to your author central page and claim that the book as yours. Amazon usually take 24 hours to book under your name. After 24, when the book is under your name, you need to go to the help section of your author central profile and contact Amazon. Tell them about the exact categories you want your book to be placed into. Growth 4 would be initial sales. When a book receives a good amount of initial sale, it is automatically started appearing in the more categories. One of these categories is Kindle short read. This hacks only works if your book managed to get some initial sales. When it does, you will see that your book is automatically placed in the Kindle short read categories without you having a lift a finger. Once you have selected the categories, you need to go to the next part, which is choosing the 7 keyword. This is also fifth essential of creating bestseller, guys. Essential 5, the 7 golden keywords. The one mistake that I made and many self-publishing author makes is that we always fail to understand the power and the potential of choosing the right keyword. It is tough for me to count the number of sales that I lost because of not choosing the right keywords. These mistakes that I made was that I always choose single keywords, but it never occurred to me that I could choose keyword combination which had huge search volume and commercial intent as well. Amazon highly recommend that you do not use the same keyword in your title, subtitle, or 7 keyword that you are allowed to use. This makes sense as Amazon is only trying to say choose different keywords so that you can target different search results as well. So there are 3 types of keywords: short tail, medium tail, and long tail. Short tail keywords are usually of 1-2 words, highly competitive, have large search volumes, and cover broad market. For example, real estate in short tail keyword, if you want to know. Type 2 is medium tail keyword, which are for 2 to 3 words and moderately competitive, have good search volumes, and cover moderate market. For example, a keyword is real estate guides is a medium tail keyword. Type 3 would be long tail keyword. Long tail keywords are usually of 4 words or more, least competitive, have lower search volumes, cover very narrow market. For example, how to dominate real estate is a long tail keyword. We get the best result when you use combination of all the 3 types of keywords in a title and subtitle and the 7 keywords. Now imagine that the 7 keywords phrases you choose for your book are high on overall search volume with a good commercial intent as well. You have an extraordinary opportunity to make a tons of profit. Each category phrases can be of up to 25 characters including spaces as well. So this means that if you put in 7 keyword, you have 175 character to use. But most of users usually use 75 to 100 characters. They leave the rest because they have opted for the single keyword or not keyword phrases. So now to find these keywords, you need to go to the Amazon Kindle store. When you start typing your primary keyword, you start seeing the suggestion in drop down menu. These suggestions are also keyword that have a high search volume, but because they can be combination of different words as well, they can be keyword phrases. For example, for real estate, I see the keywords like real estate investing, real estate agent, real estate exam, real estate development, real estate by George Edwards, real estate investments, real estate marketing, real estate sales. These keyword phrases should be put in your title, subtitle, and the description of your box, and even the place of 7 keywords that Amazon offer. If you utilize these keyword phrases properly, you're surely going to be on the top of the search ranking and increase your sales dramatically. Guys, should try this. Let me give an example of this with the help of a title and show you the keyword phrases how it is. How to write and publish a book in 3 days. A step-by-step guide for smart dummies. Short tail keywords: write, publish, how to. Book guide, smart dummies. Medium tail keyword would be how to write for smart dummies. And long tail keyword is how to write and publish a book in 3 days. Step-by-step guides for smart dummies. How to write and publish a book. How to write and publish. A step-by-step guide for dummies. A step-by-step guide. Now do you see how many powerful keyword and keyword phrases are there in the one single title? Just imagine if you can use such combination in 7 keywords. Amazon allow you to put as well and as in the description of your book. Let me tell you quickly how you can find these keywords. They are in 3-step process that I use to find out these keywords. Step 1 is Amazon suggested words. To do this, you need to start typing the idea of your book, mainly your primary keyword, and you will see some search phrases in your drop down menu. You need to write them and repeat this process for different ideas or bullet points of your book. For example, for real estate, I got this, like I already told you, real estate investing, real estate agent, real estate exam, etc. The step 2 is checking the competitors' books. The next step is to see the books of your competitor and look closely. If you can see any keyword in the title and the subtitle of this book, you can easily find a lot of keyword from here as well. I prefer use KD Spy for this, especially the keyword research, but you can search on the Amazon also. But you can also use a word cloud to see the keyword that are most commonly being used. I have already covered this section while choosing the title of your book as well. Okay. Step 3 is checking the search volume of the keywords. Now you must be having a lot of keyword. I usually have about 100 keyword at this stage, but I can't use them all for my book. So I have a narrow them down, and the
Google
best possible
keyword
way to
tool is
do
a free
is
tool,
to
and you
eliminate
can use it for
keyword having
checking the
low search
search
volume.
volume
There are
of your
two
keyword.
options to do this.
You can
First,
access the
Google
tool
keyword
from
tool.
here. Please note down adwords.google.com/keyword planner. You simply need to type in the exact keyword for which you want to check the search volume, and you can note the results also. So one of the biggest advantage of this tool is that you will also get more related keywords with good number of searches. But the disadvantage is that the search volume of the keyword is for Google, which receives the kind of traffic where the majority people are not buyers but readers, or maybe they are looking for some free information. For example, uh, for real estate investing, I found around 12k searches per month. On the other hand, we need to check the search volume of the keyword on Amazon, and the traffic with Amazon receives constitutes of mostly buyers. So this is why I recommend using option number 2. So option number 2 is merchant words. This is the paid side, but price is worth it. You have to put in your keywords and check the search volume. You can access it by entering this URL. The URL is www.merchantwords.com. You have to create an account first to start the accessing site. Click on the sign up once you open the website, and for each keyword that you put, merchant word also show you search volume of related keyword, just like the Google keyword tool. To narrow down, you have to eliminate the keyword that have at least 1500 searches a month. This way you will be targeting high search volume keywords as well as long tail keywords. This combination of keyword will help to rank your books a lot. When you will log in, you will see a page, and where you just get in. Now you need to type in your keyword in the search box and hit the enter. The next page will be like, you will be having a results on your page after putting the keywords on the search bar. Now you need to change a few setting, which I usually do. So the first search box would be having your keyword. The second search box, you need to put the Kindle store there. This is a drop down menu, and the other drop down menu is you need to sort your result. And to sort it out, you have to like high search volume. So your result will show first which are having a high search volume, and you will be automatically redirected to the result page. Now you can easily handpick the keyword that you wanted to use. Step number 4 is gathering and testing the keywords. By now you must be having at least 30 to 40 keywords. I know this may sound like a lot to you, but trust me, this is important. Okay, the next step is it's to put this keyword in the search box and check if this keyword brings a book of your competitor in the search results. If yes, then they are using these keywords and this is working for them. So if you use them, they will work for you as well. Once you have tested these keywords, you can use them for your books. My ninja keyword hack. Now let me tell you about my ninja keyword hack. While putting up the seven keywords at the time of publishing your book, you need to enter the 6 phrases of the book as you would do. But it comes to the 7th keyword, you simply have to write down all the previous keyword without putting in the commas and only using spaces. You can also add more keyword without putting up the commas. Amazon total 400 character for putting in the keywords and 25 character for each keyword. But when we use first 6 keywords, we are using 150 character and leaving 250 character of pure gold. We can put in as many keywords as we want until we are keeping the total number limit 400. These growth hacks can bring hundreds of thousands of dollars at the time of running a free promo or some extra sale as well. So you need to put your keyword here. There would be a search box on your KDP dashboard. So now you need to move on to the next tab, which is the book release option. You can select to release your book immediately or make it available for pre-order. I prefer choose the former one. Now you need to upload the cover of your book, which is the sixth essential element. Now let me explain you the essential six, a beautiful and catchy cover. Even before someone reads the title or description, he looks at the cover of a book. A cover almost converts for more than 60% of the sales alone. Having a cover of exponentially high quality is must. If your cover is not grabbing the attention or hooking up the audience, then maybe it's time for you change the cover and try a different cover. The most common place to get a cover is Fiverr. You can access Fiverr from here, www.fiverr.com. Fiverr covers are of really good quality, but on a personal note, I won't go with Fiverr covers when it's come to my Kindle store. After the amount of hard work I have put in my book, I think shedding a few more dollars would be good if I can get more sales. Here example of bad cover or poor quality cover for real estate investing. You can easily find it on the internet. The cover which don't attract you, so you can feel that this is not your kind of cover. Okay, but the high quality cover with it will grab your attention, so you can feel it, you can think about it. Okay, this is my cover. I need this kind of cover. Okay, so the cover must give you an idea about the quality of covers quality. You should use high quality images for your cover, even if you have to pay a buck for them. I have told you earlier also why it is important to create a high quality cover. So I have even shown you samples of high quality cover and poor quality cover on my blog articles. Those who are following me on blog, they can find it over there. But still, if you are not following on my blog, you can check out the Amazon also. You can see easily. You can differentiate yourself which is bad and good cover. Before you try to make your own cover or outsource, take a good look on the top selling books of your niche. Watch them carefully and try to figure out a pattern. One thing I figured out when I saw covers of the top book was they were of high quality, made by professionals. The cover maintained synchronized with the title and the category of the book. Moreover, a good cover depicts a story to the reader. One more thing I observed was that the image used in the cover were unique and different. Not to mention they were of high quality. Okay, the images were literal and conveyed everything to the reader, leaving no chunk of information for further interpretation. Also, all the cover have the name of the author as well. High quality covers are simple yet brilliant. The covers need not to be much crowded or complex. They are put up there to convey a message and persuade the reader to buy it. A good cover does that. Okay, take help of a professional if you are not good at designing cover. I barely have any knowledge of such things, so I always outsource it to a good designer. A good designer also offer me 2-3 revisions, which are more than enough for me, I guess. Once you have got your cover done, you will have a screen with a green tags or message with a green tags which will be telling you cover loaded successfully. Now you need to move on to the next step, which is to upload your book. You need to upload your formatted manuscript and select do not eligible rights management. When you have done that, you will see something like that, like upload and conversion successful and your spell checks. And after this step, you will see the next step on the next point where you can preview your book if you want. Once you have done, you need to hit to the save and continue button. Then you will be directed to the next pages. Then now you need to verify your rights like I did. So verify your publishing territories where you wanted to publish. So I always choose worldwide territories. Now you will come to the pricing and royalty which would like to be. So uh, now tell me now let me tell you about the pricing points of Kindle, which is little complicated and very few people know about it. Those who are already working on the Kindle, they know about it, but newbie already almost got confused. Before publishing your Kindle book, you should be clear about the purpose of your book. And a Kindle book is usually written for four purposes. The first one is passion, and second one is profit, third is authority, and fourth is audience. If purpose of writing your book is passion, then you can place it at any price point. It wouldn't matter much because you are doing it for passion. It can be 99 cents, $7, $15, $40. It's totally up to you. On the other hand, if you're writing your book only for money, then you would be need to choose a price which complements your purpose. Usually this price is less than $5. Similarly, when you are trying to establish your authority or build an audience, you need to keep the price low so that you can get maximum sales. Generally, there are four pricing points for your book. Pricing point 0.9. When you launch a book at a price 0.99, you get a 30% royalty for your book. This strategy can work well or can be a complete disaster. If your book is less than 10,000 words, then this can be a good pricing point. But when your book at 0.99, maybe people think that the book is low quality, hence it is low price. This has happened to me. Uh, so you need to check whether this price is working well for your book or not. Pricing point 2.99. From 2.99 onwards, you start getting 70% royalty on your book, but this is also the price on which almost books are priced, which means that your books might get lost in the herd of the book published at pricing point. Many people prefer to keep the price more than 2.99 until the price points of 9.99 you get 70% royalty. So a price 3.47 or 4.99 seems justified to me. So I have tried this pricing point and I was happy with the results I got. For my first book, I had almost 40 to 50 sale in the first week itself at this price. But when I had put it at 0.98, the number of sales dipped. And when I increased the price again to 2.99, the sale increased to an extent. Before dropping the price or raising it, I had a free promo of 2 days each time. Pricing point 9.99 or more. Let me tell you about this pricing point. I had put my first book at the price of 99. It didn't get any sale at this price. Yes, zero sale at a price of 9.99. I think people perceived the book as too expensive and hence they didn't buy it. Initially, when I had not opened for this price, I could never understand why people chose this pricing point for the Kindle books. As per my experience, people can easily get a paper book at this price, or even a paperback or Kindle book in some cases. So pricing point for UK market now. As a marketer, you must know that this is a psychology of a customer that a product price at as 47 instead of $50 means more saving. So this feeling of saving money is one of the most emotions that lead to the purchase in most of the cases. The same applies to the Kindle books, but when it comes to UK, a person who buys a book is liable to pay a value-added tax or VAT 3% on purchases. This means that your 2.99 book would cost him pound 3.08. Similarly, a book price at 0.99 becomes a priced at 1.01. This increase in price eradicates the saving emotion associated with the purchase of a book. Okay. So the price of 2.99 book becomes 2.96 pound or less than the price of 0.99 book becomes 0.97 or less. This solves the issue of VAT when your books stand out as well. I have told you about the pricing points of Kindle book. It is totally your decision now which points do you choose. So pricing is a point which I would suggest you should try yourself, because I have tried myself. And guys, let me tell you very frankly, I try to sell my books on a high prices because I know what I am writing, and when people learn all these strategies from my book, or so they will definitely get more money. So I priced my ebook little high, which is close to $8 to $9, but you can decide by yourself. And when you have select the pricing point of your book, you need to choose an option and move on to the next step. Okay, so just the next step will be whether you want to enroll your book in the Kindle Matchbook or not. You can leave the field empty for now and move on the next part. The next part is Kindle book lending. You can tick it and move forward. After you have done this, you need to click on agree button and then click on the save on the publish. And finally guys, congratulations, your book will now be published successfully, and you will definitely get an email from the Amazon that your book has been accepted in the Kindle store. So your Amazon will display your book within 24 to 48 hours. You can give yourself a pat on the back now. Okay guys, see you on the next podcast, on the next module. Till then, keep listening my podcast, and I request you to must listen this podcast twice or thrice, because I've put in a lot of content here, so maybe some point you may get confused, so you just need to listen this again. And if you have any confusion, you know where to reach me. Okay guys, till then, take care.